Hello again, my name is Emma and welcome to my channel. We are going to be making some arroz con gandules. It's a Spanish rice that we usually make for every it's a dish that we make for every holiday, whether it's Easter or Christmas or except for Halloween or yeah, mostly those days, Easter, Christmas, and Thanksgiving. So we're gonna get on that right now. I'm gonna show you the ingredients and try to walk you through it so that you can do it too. It's really simple. It's not that hard. It's just rice, guys. It's just rice with a lot of flavor. So let me show you what I'm gonna be doing. So right now, yeah.
Why do you always say hi guys, it's Emma? You always say that like inside.
Okay, so we're gonna start out with putting. So I have some pork here, little bits that I have already cut up, and I'm going to put the pork. And I already have olive oil in here. You really want to use a lot of olive oil because the rice has to soak up with the oil. So right now I'm just going to add the pork that I already cut up last night. Sometimes you want to do some things ahead of time. So it would take you less time to work on the next day. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today is Thanksgiving. Today is Thursday. I already got my turkey done. It's already in the oven. It's already done with the stuffing. Got on that last night. And when you really have your oil already, look, it's already cooking. Look how fast. So you always want to make sure you have everything prepped up, everything cut up. So we're just going to cook this down. Try to give it a little bit. We're going to brown it, in other words. Okay, so usually what I make is something called, well, you guys know it as sofrito, but this is the way we make it. And all it is 3 green peppers. I had 2 green peppers, 2 big ones, 2 green peppers, 2 onions, and a lot of cilantro. And I usually use the food processor, so it's a lot quicker than trying to chop it. 'Cause we used to do that years ago, and it would take, you know, a long time. But with the food processor, it's a lot more easier. And what I do is that I did it the night before, last night, and you know, put it in the fridge, and I still have it. So like I said, it's always good to prep some things the night before your holidays, so that when the day comes, the next day you won't be going around doing this, doing that. I even cooked the turkey last night. I cooked it for 3 hours, put it in the fridge, and then I put it in the oven again. So 2 more hours, bam, we're done. Didn't have to wait like forever for the turkey to be done because, you know, it was already cooking halfway last night. Okay, so yeah, I always think about the food processor, because the food processor, it is just so quick. And what I like about it is that, and I really want to work with it more, I really do, because I'm just waiting for the meat to brown. So I figure, you know, I'd talk to you for a minute. There's just so many things you could do with a food processor, and I feel so bad because I only use it just to chop up things, and that's it. And because it's quick. I never made like pizza, not pizza, like pie crust. I've never tried it, although I have seen people use a food processor to make the pie crust, although I never done it. But I gotta try. I mean, I have to try to figure out how to utilize it more. I mean, can you imagine? I was watching Julia Child, the documentary about her, can you imagine? I mean, because I know she had a food processor at her latter years, but can you imagine if she had one in her younger years? The thing, you know, after she just got out of culinary school, the things, you know, how much faster her cooking would have been. I think about that and was like, wow. Oh, wow. Although what she did was fascinating anyway. I mean, she was like, I mean, if you ever really watched Julia Child, she was like, she orchestrated everything she did. I mean, it was just, everything she did was like orchestrated. I mean, she would just, you know, throw things and put things together, and you know, that was, and she was a really great entertainer on top of that. So yeah, a lot has to be said for how she did things, you know, and you know, the cooking was, again, awesome, and she brought it to America, and now we, you know, we're able to do almost close to the same things. So yeah, so really get into that food processor a little bit more. So still waiting for it to get brown. It's gonna take a minute. So I'll talk to you a little bit more about the ingredients. Usually I use 5 packs of these Sazon packets. This is what gives the rice gandules the color. Okay. Of course, I'm gonna be adding this as soon as the what do you call it? The pork. And usually you want like about, I don't know, just like a pound maybe of pork, boneless, of course. You don't want too much. And of course you're going to be using your pigeon peas, and I always get Goya because they seem to taste better. I don't know, they have another brand, but I always stick to that one. Of course you're going to use your abodo, that's another seasoning, salt. I really like the flavor of celery, so I always put celery seed and flavor and celery salt and everything. Of course, cumin, and just to give it a little kick, some black pepper. And that's it, guys. That's all you need. It's really, and the rice. Now I'm gonna be doing 4 cups of rice. I'm pretty sure it should fit in here. It'll probably be over a little the top, but that's okay. So I'm going to be using 4 cups of rice, 8 cups of water, okay? So we're just letting this brown a little bit more. And, yeah. So, let me just check in. Okay. So my doggy is knocked out. Let me show you. So there's my turkey in here. I don't know if you can see it. It already has the stuffing in there. So I'm just gonna take it out, and I'm gonna plate it. I already have my table. Actually, I'll do it this way. And my autumn table. Autumn. What's that? Grateful, autumn, thankful, blessed. So, and I'm gonna be putting the turkey on here with more stuffing, of course. And yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna shove this back in here. Okay. Yeah, so that's gonna take a minute to brown still. Yeah, so I'm thinking about, I had gone through a weekly schedule with you guys the other day. I wanted to do some couponing yesterday, but I did a lot of little running around here and there, so I wasn't able to do it. I'm gonna try again next week, only because the thing that I wanted to coupon with my my coupon expired. It expired on the 19th, and I was like, oh man. But that's one thing about couponing. You really have to, you know, look at the dates. And I really don't want to spend money on something that I know I'm not going to use. I mean, I do have the couponing, the coupons for, what was that? Oh, I can't think of it. It's conditioner and shampoo. What is it? Elvi? No, it's not Elvi. Hold on, I'll tell you. It was Nexus. So they had a $5 off for each one. Let me see if I can break it down for you. So you had 2 coupons. I could try maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But, and then, I don't even know. I think you get 10, you're supposed to, I think you're supposed to get $10 back. I have to look again. I'm pretty sure that's what they say. You buy, you know, you buy 2, you get $10 back. At least I think that's what I saw on the ad, on the CVS ad. So you get $5, because if you buy 2 of them at the lowest price, which would be like $13, $14, you get 5 off each one, because it would add up like to almost like 25 or something. So you'd be paying like, yeah, like literally like $5 for each bottle, in other words. Once you get your $10 back, plus, you know, you have the $5 coupon for each one. So yeah, you'd be paying like for $5 or $2.50 for each bottle, and they usually cost like 13 something or more, or 17 something or more. So it's worth getting. It's a good brand, and you usually, that's why you coupon, really, is to get to be able to use, you know, good brands, you know, because sometimes, you know, like I love Dial soap, and every time I see coupons for Dial, I'm like, oh my god, yay, Dial. Let me see where this is at. Okay, it's taking a little bit long, but okay, it's getting there. So yes, so this is what we want. We're trying to get it to get brown. It's a little bit there, but not quite. Almost there. And then I wanted to get, what was it, the Fruitisque shampoo and conditioner, because especially the sleek, because after you wash your hair with that brand, I mean, it really leaves your hair nice and silky. It really does. Again, you get $3 off when you purchase 2. They were 2 for $8, and then you would get a $4 extra buck back. So literally, if you had the 3 and you get the 4 back, that's 7. You'd be paying like 50 cents for each bottle, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. But then again, the thing that I wanted to get, the coupon expired. Now I was like, no, that's exactly what I wanted. As I come, I really get upset with myself, because I was like, you gotta stay on top of the dates. You gotta be on top of the dates. So I'm always yelling at myself. Okay, so let's see. Still waiting for this to brown. Once your pork starts browning, it starts browning fast. So, okay, so again, we're going to be adding this next, and then after we add the I call it the sofrito. After we add that, then we add the rice. Okay, so again, it's going to be 4 parts rice, or 2 parts rice, 2 part water. So it's going to be 4 cups of rice and 8 cups of water. And again, you really want to put a lot of cilantro, because cilantro is the one that gives it that flavor. Also, and this one girl gave me this tip. She goes, when you're doing the gandules, don't throw away that juice because that juice also adds flavor to the rice. You don't want to put a lot of it, but you know, put some of it in there. Okay, now it's browning quick. And that's what you want. Now it's getting brown. And you don't want to burn it. You don't want to over burn it, okay? So now I'm going to put this in here. I don't want to overpower, so I have a little bit left over. And again, it's just onion, green pepper, and cilantro. So we're going to let that cook a little bit. I don't know what I did. I think I put the top over here. Yeah, I put the top over here. Ah, I put grease all over it. Okay. So we're going to let that cook as well. So that's what I did. I already put the green stuff in here. I think I put like maybe three tablespoons of it. So now it looks nice and green and with the meat. So easy peasy, guys. So you just let that cook for a little bit. And now I'm just gonna start separating this stuff. And you always have to be careful with these because so many times I ripped them and then some of it would like spew out. So again, for about 4 cups of rice, you do need at least 5 packets of the szechuan. I already ripped one. Oh well, I guess that's the one I'm going to open first. Okay. Let me just start putting them there. I usually like to, you know, shake them all down. And just get them all ready. I like to make sure they have that little opening, like I'll show you. Right. That opening like that. This way I could just pour it in. Oh, excuse me. Okay, one more. Cooking's fun, guys. It really is. Excuse me. I mean, if you really want to get into, you know, like getting into making different, you know, one thing I really want to get into, and that's how to make sauces. That's really what I want to get into. Okay, so now I'm going to put it in the rice, and I'm gonna get two more cups. I usually use long grain rice. I mean, you can use short grain, but I use, what do you call it? I use long grain. Yeah. Okay. So then I just let this cook. This might go a little over the top, but that's okay. So it'll be like that. It might go a little bit over. So I usually only do 3.5 and use like 7.5 cups of water, but I did 4 cups of rice this time. Okay, so we're just gonna let that cook. Okay, so I'm going to be using 8 cups. So it's going to be 4 of these of water. So you don't want to burn the rice, you just want to make it a little bit brown. That's about it. And that's about it, guys. You just brown the rice, you know. You don't want to make it too, because you already have the pork in there. Just want to brown the rice very little, not too much. And again, when you use the juice, try to incorporate the juice with the water before you add more water to the amount of water you have in the cup. So you kind of like, you know, long as it's 2 cups, you can add some of the juice and then add the water to make that 2 cups, okay? Okay, so after I put all the packets in, and then I put in all the seasoning, the last thing I put in are going to be the gandules, okay? That's the last thing. Because I don't want it to smush those gandules because of the, you know, the pressure of the rice. So when I have all the water inside, it'll make the gandules flow a little bit better. And one thing about the rice, that I found out, you gotta add a lot of oil. And the olive oil that I use is extra virgin oil, okay? So that's what you fry the pork with, okay? And I always add a lot so it won't stick. So I'm going to start adding the water. So it's 2. Four. 6. And 8. Now I'm going to put in all the little packets, okay? They're going to go in there. Had them all ready. You're going to put in your spices, the abodo, I should have had these all open, your cumin. And one thing that you need to do is you really need to taste it. You really need to taste your celery, salt, and the black pepper. I always add black pepper. Not too much, but not too little. And when you're done putting all this stuff in here, you really have to taste your, what do you call it, the water to see if you need more salt or not. Maybe just a tad more. And that's really, you gotta taste your food, guys. Because you don't want to put too much salt. Okay, so that's it. And then when I'm done, you know what? The color doesn't look that great to me. So I'm gonna add one more. Maybe because I made, you know, 4 cups of rice. So I'm adding one more. Just to give it that extra color. I'm not sick, it's just the spices are making me sneeze. I dump out the rest. And now this is what I meant. I put the gandules in last. Okay? This one doesn't have a top, so I'm gonna have to drain it with my hands.
And they're supposed to be helping you?
Who?
And they're supposed to be helping you?
Yeah, here, throw this in the garbage. There you go.
Okay.
And that's it, guys.
Then said I'm gonna help you with the turkey.
That's it. This is how you make arroz con gandules. Easy peasy. Again, it's just rice and a lot of flavoring. I wouldn't cut and cover it all because it will come to a boil at one point. So you're just gonna cook it at low flame, like medium flame, because you don't want it to burn.
What's with the turkey?
Yeah.
Isn't the turkey burning?
No, it's already done.
Oh.
Okay, I hope that didn't take too long. Like I said, it's really easy to make. After it's done cooking, I will put it on a short and I'll show you how it looks like at the end, okay? Because it's gonna take at least, like, I say about a good 30 minutes or 25 minutes before you know, everything's all done. Okay, so like a fish in the sea, so glad you caught me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and definitely comment. We'll check you out tomorrow. Bye.
Do you post your videos on YouTube?